Hey everybody, so I just want to put out when the next live stream is hopefully going to be. Right now, I am planning on live streaming this Saturday night at 7 p.m. for the Boston Bruins versus Toronto Maple Leafs game. It's the last time that those two teams play each other this year unless they meet in the playoffs, which as this season has gone on looks more and more like a possibility. It'd be absolutely epic if they met in the playoffs again. But the last regular season game between these two teams will take place Saturday night, and I'm looking to stream during it, so plan on that. Boston versus Toronto, Saturday, January 12th at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. If you're not in the Eastern Time Zone, you'll have to do the math and figure out what time it is in your time zone, but the game is in Toronto. Boston beat Toronto both games in Boston this year, lost the only other game in Toronto, so this ends the season series with 2 games in Boston and 2 games in Toronto. If Toronto wins, they split the season series with the home team winning every game. If Boston wins, they win the season series 3 games to 1. So it's going to be a great game. These two teams are huge rivals at this point after, given that they're both good again, given that they met in the playoffs last year, they're right next to each other in the division standings. Boston and Toronto is pretty much as good as it gets in the NHL right now. So they had a 3-fight game the last time that they played, and Boston won 6-3. It was an absolutely electric game, really, really fun to watch. One of the most exciting games I've seen all season, certainly in the regular season, probably in the last couple of years. It was one of the more exciting games. Obviously nothing compares to the playoffs, but as far as regular season hockey goes, that was a great game. I'm hoping that this one is just as good. Boston is healthy again. They've got most of their players back, so they're going to be a tough test for the Maple Leafs. Toronto obviously having a great season. This should be an A+ game to watch. So I hope you'll join us. It will be just what I normally do during a stream. I'll start streaming at 7 p.m. and we'll have, the big group chat going. I don't show the game, obviously, for copyright reasons. I just talk about the game as things are happening. I answer your questions. We talk about things in the group chat. It's usually just a really fun time where everyone gets together, and I'm sure a lot of you will be watching this game as well as I will be. And it should just be a lot of fun. So if you're around on Saturday night, got nothing to do, tune in for the live stream. It will be right there on my channel as soon as the clock strikes 7 p.m. So I hope to see a lot of you there, and this should be a really, really fun game and great one to watch. The way Boston and Toronto play each other, it's incredible. They're so closely matched with different styles of play. Like, Toronto has the high-flying offense and the goal scoring, but their defense leaves a lot to be desired, whereas Boston isn't really elite at anything, but they're very solid across the board. Defense, offense, goaltending, they're just very, very solid everywhere. Boston's a much more physical team than Toronto, and that the 2 games in Boston, the Bruins have really physically taken it to the Maple Leafs, and that's been a large reason for their success in them winning those games. Has been they've just physically abused the Maple Leafs, and the Maple Leafs have no response for that. So it's 2 teams in the same division, very, very strong rivals, absolutely hate each other, and play very different styles of hockey, and it's always fun to see who comes out on top that night, whose style works better, who plays harder, who plays better on any given night, because they're so closely matched and they're right next to each other in the standings. So I'm hoping it's going to be a great game. It should be. I hope that you guys will tune in and watch. So Saturday night, the January 12th, this Saturday, 7 p.m., Bruins, Maple Leafs in Toronto. Should be an absolutely awesome game. Hope to see you there. Yeah, that's about it. So thank you guys. Like, comment, share, subscribe, follow on social media. Check out offthewallhockey.com. All those links are down in the description below. If you'd like to further support the channel, our Patreon and merchandise store links are in the description below as well. keep spreading the word about this channel. Let's keep this thing growing. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope to see you on Saturday night in that group chat, having a good time, and talk to you guys very soon.